Lashway is the first and only reporter from Texas on the ground in Poland covering this humanitarian crisis. He joins us again live this morning from Warsaw. Good morning again to you, Zach.
Good morning, Kembrell. You know, this is where we kicked off our journey last week here in Warsaw, and from here we visited several Polish cities. But if this looks familiar, this is where President Joe Biden spoke last night, addressing the world, saying Putin cannot remain in power. We know the White House was quick to downplay those remarks, but that speech was given here in Old Warsaw. Throughout our time here in Poland, we've had the opportunity to visit many shelters, churches, places of worship that have been converted into shelters for refugees from Ukraine. We've spoke to those refugees. Many of them required a translator for us to communicate with them, and they speak with a lot of concern. They are upset and they are disturbed. Refugees tell us they feel like war meat. They are vulnerable and displaced. Families are telling us they're fearful to call back to Ukraine because they feel Russians are listening in to their conversations. They feel they are pinging those conversations. So when and if they call home, they speak in code. Ukrainians who say they have Russian friends, they say those folks do not believe there is a war happening in Ukraine. Some refugees do not want to travel beyond Warsaw where we are. They do not want to go further west. They want to stay close to that border because their hope is they get to return home to Ukraine very soon. Some Poles are worried that other Baltic nations are next. Some say Ukraine is fighting this war for Poland. Another focus I want to touch upon that really hasn't been talked about all that much, and that is animals. We have been speaking with a lot of refugees, asking them what they have done with their animals, if they have animals. And they say they have left them with loved ones. A lot of the times it depends on whether they're up to date on their shots. If they are up to date on their vaccines, they might be able to be brought with them depending on where they go. For many of these folks, they don't know where they're going. They don't know what's next. If they do not leave them with relatives, some people have told us they have opened up their doors and just have let their animals free and left them to fend for themselves. It's a heartbreaking situation. My time in Jacksonville with our sister station, I was anchoring and reporting there for more than 3 years. I did several stories with this gentleman who runs a nonprofit rescue organization called FUR. He is was over here rescuing animals from Ukraine and bringing them into Poland. So as this is a fluid situation, it remains a heartbreaking situation, but we have been inspired with hope, people helping people from all across the world. And it has been a wonderful opportunity to report here live every day for you at home. In Warsaw, I'm Zach Lashway, KPRC 2 News.
Thank you very much, Zach. Certainly inspiring to see the people of Ukraine and the people of Poland helping those from Ukraine. Thank you so much for being able to be the eyes for us to be able to see all of this fabulous coverage over the last couple of days. Zach, thank you very much. Safe travels coming home, my friend.